So we're doing a TvZ here. And the most important thing is scouting and reacting to what I see. So I see gas, spawning pool, catches my SCV. So it's important for me to know if he caught my SCV. Usually means he's doing something sneaky because he cares about what I see. So it's pretty important for me to send out another scout. And I'm going to anticipate that he's not doing something. I'm going to go for my command center on the low ground. Build my command center on the low ground. And build a bunker. And then when I see nothing, I need to cancel all that and build everything up on the high ground. No command center. Get gas immediately. Get out. Tanks. Possibly build a wall. And possibly be able to deal with mutas. Because if he's doing a push, it can be like a roach all in. It could be a baneling all in. It could be an early muta, heavy muta harass, kind of all in-ish. So here goes my wall. I do a scan, and what I see is hatchery, evo, roach. So this could mean a roach all in, but it could mean he's getting roach for defense, and then he's going to go for mutas. But it could also be a roach with like roach add-ons, like either roach burrow or burrow movement or burrow repair, just a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna get a factory as soon as possible now that I've got a wall up to deal with the Bane bust. As you can see, I still have a guy here telling me there's nothing going on.
Add-on complete.
Go, go, go!
He's getting roaches. He's getting roach. He's getting burrow and missile attack, which is for roaches. He's getting tunneling claws, which it gives the roaches movement ability. I've got siege tank coming. Should have a siege tank coming as soon as I have the gas. So I'm going to send out a marine. I see a zergling. So I'm just going to run that zergling into my bunker. Go check around, see another zergling. Gonna run that into my bunker. So I want to be able to get out Thors. So I got an armory to be able to get out Thors if a heavy mutaplay comes. I do have turrets to deal with it in my base, but if I want to move out, I'm going to need to be able to deal with it. So I see the roaches. So it's probably not mutas. Which means to me there could be the potential for roach burrow. So now is the time where I think I should put down a turret somewhere at my front wall to prevent them from kind of burrowing around. So I figured this will cover most of the area. Again, he's getting, I think he's getting his second. Yep, he's getting his second now. Here come the roaches. And there goes the turret. So that turret gave me just enough vision of that area. Now that that's not a problem, I'm going to build some supply depots, get a reactor so I can start getting marines out of there. My second's almost done. I delayed my second to prevent an all-in. So he's got a guy trying to block my second. The second is down, but if you look at the income tab, we're even with regard to workers, but I also have tons of mules, so I'm pretty much going to be far ahead in the harvester count. And I was very safe against a variety of all-ins. So I'm building a turret here. 2 reasons. 1, to prevent any kind of attack on my front, and 2, to give me vision of everything. So as you can see here, I've got vision.
Upgrade
As you
complete.
can see, I've got vision here of that guy if he dies.
Mineral field.
SCV ready.
Ah, he moved out of the way. That was very clever. But he's gonna die anyway. As soon as he goes into vision, he dies. So I've got a turret, not a scan. So he thought I used a scan. That's smart of him, but I did not waste a scan. I built a turret, which will be helpful for the rest of the game. So now I'm going to... He's going into a Baneling push. You can see here on the tag, he's getting Baneling speed. I'm going to send down a bunch of harvesters. I'm going to drop a bunch of mules, and I'm at 35 in the harvester count. So once my mules hit, as you can see in the supply tab, I'm doing much better than him. And I've got good production facilities. I'm just building a turret and some supply depots around my base to prevent a nidus kind of network, which is the only other cheese he could really try to get away with that I could be susceptible to. If you look at him, you know, he's...
Under attack. Metamorphosis complete. SCV ready. We could use some help here.
So I sent out my force and I see that he's got a big force massing. So what do? I siege up my tanks, put up my wall, and I'm going to start to configure my marauders to the front and my marines to the back. It's going to be a pretty strong push. If you look at it, he's at 3,100. I'm at 2,000, so he's just really got a strong push. I'm building production facilities, not as many units, but here it comes. Tons of Banes. Really solid push, but I have plenty of stuff here. So he's lost more than I'm at 80 supply, he's at 50. In the income tab, I'm at 50 workers, getting about 17 to 1,600 per minute.
Complete.
We build the bunker and a couple supply depots. I'm not even supply blocked by that. So now I'm going to move on to the next phase, which is I've built all these production facilities. I've got this great econ.
Complete.
I'm not going to get supply blocked. I want to start building a force and go over and end the game. So I've got more SCVs. I've got more Marines, more Marauders, +2 attack on the way, and I'm going to get my Hellbats too. So I'm going to have Hellbats, tanks, Marine Marauder, got another factory, getting +1 armor, or excuse me, +2 armor, 3rd command center, bunch of supply depots, bunch of barracks, and I'm gonna just keep going, keep going. As you can see now, I'm at 112 to his 60, so I'm really in good shape. He is sending out another force of Lings, and it's mostly Lings, so it's probably going to turn those into Banes for another Bane bust. I scan just to see what he's up to. I see Hydra, Infester, but no Muta. So basically I want to keep on with the Marauders, I want to keep on with the Marines, but make sure I've got a good Marauder mix. Hellbats are pretty good too. Tanks are going to be clutch though, because the tanks are going to allow me to stave off or kill a bunch of Hydras if he does. So here's his big Baneling push again, another 20 Banelings. I don't know why he thinks this is going to work a 3rd time. But again, I'm going to start to push out, but I'm going to send 1 unit in all directions before I do that.
Mineral field.
Build a couple starports. I realize I might need a Raven as well as medevacs, meaning I might need a Raven for detection, mobile detection, in case he's going to have a bunch of roaches hidden under me. But then I see the Bane, so now I know he's not going to have a bunch of roaches. So I move my Marauders up front and I attack.
Add-on.
I siege up my tanks. All of his Banes die. They kill a bunch of my Marauders, but they don't kill anything else. Siege tanks kill that big group. He's at 40 supply to my 120. Again, I was going to wait a little bit till I got that Raven out, but because I saw those Banes, I took the opportunity to attack into them, allowing my tanks to siege. And I'm just going to walk across the map now,
Upgrade complete.
drop the command center, focus on my units,
SCV ready.
throw down one Marine, throw down one Marine ahead, see what's going on. I saw what's there, not very scary. Siege up, good position, and now attack.
Add-on complete. Upgrade.
He's gonna burrow some roaches, as you can see there. As I move my siege tanks into position, he's got a nice little burrow. His roaches pop up, but again, I've got a bunch of stuff. Killed 2 tanks. He lost everything. That's what that Raven would be good for. But again, that small amount of roaches, even that sort of pop-up kind of burrow movement, can only really work with a ton of roaches. And it can only really work if I don't suspect it coming. So I knew he couldn't have a ton of roaches in this case because of that Baneling, that really crazy Baneling push. And I knew that at that point the Raven wasn't going to be as critical, and pushing out once I killed his army was. So unit loss tab 50 to 5,000 to 11 or 12,000. Pretty good. The income tab, I had 70 harvesters. Tis 22. I mean, this was just not a long game strategy. It was a series of failed all-ins. My third was going down. Marines, Marauders, Medivacs, upgrades were coming. Tanks were there. Okay, so some of my tanks got blocked. It's good to know. Yeah, and this was almost mined out, so it's good that I had my third dropping down, because I would have taken a hit on econ if I had not. And here you can see 47 workers, so I really need to, right after this attack, depending on how successful it is or isn't, I need to get all these workers resaturated properly. But yeah, it's a little late, but still not so bad, especially considering his multiple all-ins. So he's a gold player, 2,400 career games, so he's a pretty good player. Or he's played quite a bit, I should say. Generally pretty high gold. And in Wings of Liberty, again, pretty high gold. Some platinum in the multiplayer. And just a little thing on my ladders. I've been playing a lot of different... I haven't been focusing as much on 1v1, as you know, because you've been seeing a lot of different types of games. So I'm not super high in my 1v1. I'm at 28, but I'm going to move up pretty quickly. I'm ranked 4 in my 2v2 platinum, and I'm, top 100 in my 4v4 masters. So I've got a bunch of different ladders I'm playing, and I'm really having a lot of fun with that. I should be in good shape with the 140 bonus pool to jump up to top 8, but we'll see.